Hey y'all, my name is Latrice Sampson Richards. I am your life enhancement coach, and I'm super excited to be here with you today for day 5 on the road to transformation. Today's topic is release for your purpose, and we're going to be talking about how releasing all of the bags that we're carrying from past experiences, the hurt, the pain, the shame, the guilt, the embarrassment, the anger, how releasing those things can really have a positive impact on your purpose and your purpose fulfillment, okay? So we're going to go ahead and jump on in. I'm excited about this lesson today, if you had not noticed. So let's get started. So the first way that releasing your past can really have a positive impact on your purpose and your present and your future, to be 100% honest, is because it frees up the space that you need to really be able to get into your purpose and to really make room for your purpose, okay? I like to use the analogy of like pouring soda into a cup. I say cold drink, but I know some of y'all don't know what that means. But pouring drink into a cup, or even pouring beer into a cup, when you pour that drink in there too fast, but sometimes not even too fast, if you just pour it in there, then it fizzles up at the top, right? And that can give the appearance that the cup is full, right? And you can't fit anything else in there, because if you keep pouring, or if you put ice in it or whatever it might be, then it's going to be a big old mess. Everything going to come off on the sides and everything like that. And it's going to be a big mess, right? The same thing exists with our emotions, okay? When we have all of this baggage piled on, then our cup appears to be full. But a lot of the stuff that it is full with is things that don't really need to be there. It's things that were intended to be temporary, that we are continuing to hold on to, okay? And just like that cup with that cold drink in it, all right, when you give it some time or take effort to actually clear away the fizz, some people blow on it, and that, when you blow on it, it clears away the fizz. Some people put their hand over top of it, and that smothers it down and clears the fizz. And some people just wipe it away, right? But whatever you do, you have to clear away that fizz. And when you do that, you look in the cup and you realize that you really do have more room to put more of the things that you love in there, whether that's soda or beer, the judgment-free zone or whatever, And so you realize that your cup was not as full as you thought it was, and that you can actually handle more. You can actually take on more, preferably for the positive, right? More things that you want, more ice, more drink, more whatever. You get what I'm saying? The same thing again exists with our emotions. When we relieve ourselves of all of that fizz, all of that emotional fizz that doesn't really need to be there, then we realize that we can handle more than we thought we could. That we can take on more than we thought we could. See, so many of us are afraid to pursue our purpose because we don't think that we can handle the enormity of that. All of that happiness, all of that joy. We don't feel like we have room for that. And a lot of us don't, right? So clearing that away helps us to make space and to make room for our purpose, because your purpose, girl, your purpose need a whole lot of room. It's big and it's grand and it's full of things that make you want more, okay? So releasing yourself from all of those past hurts, it creates more, all right? The second way that releasing our past hurts and experiences really can have a positive impact on our purpose is because it allows us to see things more clearly, okay? As we learned the other day, perception is deeply impacted by our emotions, okay? And so emotion taints our perception. And the more deep the emotion is, the darker, or I guess the higher the saturation of the filter that is placed over whatever it is that we're seeing, okay? So you can kind of think of this as I don't know, like one of those Facebook Messenger filters, or like the Snapchat filters. I don't use Snapchat, so I say Facebook Messenger. Me and one of my friends, Dalton, hey Dalton, whenever we are like FaceTiming or whatever on Facebook Messenger, we always, sometimes every now and then, we do this thing where we just play with the filters, you know, and those filters can range from just a slight color change where it's not really distorting the image, all the way to like completely changing something. Listen, some of those filters, they can make something that's ugly seem a whole lot prettier, you know what I'm saying? And they can take something that looks okay or pretty and make it look ugly. It can completely change and disfigure the way that you see the thing on the other side of it, okay? Emotion does the same thing, all right? Especially negative emotion, but also positive emotion. Sometimes we get so wrapped up in these feelings, you know, it makes it difficult for us to see the reality of a situation, okay? So removing or releasing yourself from the responsibility of holding on to all of those past experiences, those feelings, the intensity of that emotion, releasing that clears your perception. It clears your vision. And the reason why that is important is because you have to be able to see the path forward. You have to be able to clearly identify where you are, where you've come from, and what it's going to take to get you to where you need to be, which is your purpose. Okay? So you need your vision to be clear. You need your perception to be on target, all right? And releasing those past experiences helps you to get there. And then finally, releasing helps you to connect to your people, all right? Connect to your people. This is extremely important because there is no such thing as a self-made anything. I don't care what industry, I don't care how hard you had it, there is no such thing as a self-made anything. Everybody needs somebody to help them along their journey. Even if their contribution was small and minute, somebody helped you along your journey, okay? And when we have this cloud of past experiences hanging over us, it makes it difficult for us to be able to see our people, and then more importantly, for us to be able to utilize our people. And I'm talking about both our core people and our PRN people. Okay, we just talked about how emotions can taint or cloud or put a filter over our perception. That is the same thing I'm talking about now when it comes to seeing our people and being able to recognize our people. Okay, holding on to those past experiences can cause us to miss out on people that are intended to do life with us. Or at least it can at the very least cause us to miss out on people who are PRN people, as needed people, right? Who are intended to teach us a very specific lesson in our lives that is going to get us to where it is that we're trying to go. On the flip side of that, it can also cause us to hold on to people that really their time is up in our lives, right? Those PRN people, those as needed people, when it's time for them to move on, if we are not whole within ourselves, if we are holding on to emotional baggage from our past experiences, it can cause us to try to hold on way too tightly to people whose time is up, who need to exit from our lives. Okay? So releasing those things allows us to be able to connect to our people, both our core people and our PRN people, because we need those people in order to get there. All right? That's all I got for y'all today. Thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you leave comments. Let me know what you learned from today's lesson, and I'm looking forward to seeing you tomorrow. Okay? Love y'all. I appreciate y'all. And until next time, be well. Bye.